Hello, beautiful family. Welcome back to the Victory Lifestyle channel where we grow, we heal, and even become better every single day. My name is J Victory. This is to my new family, and for those people who don't know, or for those people who know me still, my name is J Victory. And honestly, I'm excited to spend the next few minutes with you. And today's live stream is a little bit different just from the title. We're talking about it's just a Q&A session. I don't have a specific topic. We're just like hanging out, talking about life, mental wellness, relationships, spirituality, purpose, and anything that can help us grow. Like today, I just wanted a relaxed Q&A session with you as my family, where I get to talk to you deeply, answer questions that I was asked on my Instagram page and even Facebook page. And these questions actually may have you may have this, you know you may have in real life, and also share thoughts that have helped me on my own journey. So what are you waiting for? Grab your tea, your water, and if it's necessary, your notebook, because we're here to learn. And let's dive in today's session. And before we start, I want to remind you that I want to remind you that tomorrow I'll be uploading in a new episode. It's a topic that one of you requested me to do, and I think I've not done it. I've always had the urge to do it, but I had so much to deal with, and that is people pleasing. It's a message that so many of us need, because people pleasing steals joy, identity, and even peace. So make sure you watch out for that. Hi, Murid. Where are you watching me from? So, I have like 8 questions I'm gonna respond to today when people are asking me, Hi, Murid. Hello, how are you? Where are you watching me from? So the first question that I was asked, I'm gonna respond to Q&A. Oh, South Africa! Wow, I'm from Kenya. I'm in Kenya, and I always do mental wellness talks. And at times I do traveling vlogs. Though I've not started traveling vlogs, I've just been doing things to do with mental health. So if you feel like this is a good channel for you, kindly subscribe so that when I upload a new video, you can not feel left out. I do things to do with breaking some cycles and healing with Joy Victory. My name is Joy Victory. Yeah. So today I'm tackling Q&A sessions. Like, I don't have a specific topic to deal with. I just like want to respond to some questions that people asked me on my social handles. That is on Instagram and on my Facebook page. And the first question was, Joy, how do you stay motivated when life feels heavy and nothing seems to make sense? Wow, I think this is a good question. Motivation actually doesn't come, okay, motivation doesn't come from feeling strong. It comes from choosing strength even when you feel you're empty. Our life in Kenya is so good. You need to visit Kenya so that you can experience this life. When I tell you on social media you want like get to be you can't like experience it. Just come to Kenya, you'll see how people here are good. People here are welcoming. Yeah, and we like visitors. Okay, you stay in Johannesburg. Okay, that's cool. No problem. So when life gets heavy, I don't rely on motivations, because motivation is an emotionally and temporary. It's motivational and temporary. It's Bobo, how are you? Poa sana, ukoaje? Instead, I rely on discipline, routine, and even the purpose that keeps me. What what is it? Like, what keeps me moving is that I always remind myself that every season has an expiry date, and even the Bible itself says that weeping may endure at night, but joy comes in the morning. So I focus on small wins, like making my bed, journaling, praying, talking about taking a walk, I mean, At times I go for adventures or even completing one task that I was supposed to do. Hi Alan, how are you? I'm yeah. What am I good at? I think I'm good in public speaking if I'm not wrong. I'm good at public speaking, yeah. So mostly I focus on like on small things that is making my bed, journaling, praying. At times I take a walk, at times I go for adventures. And I just like completing one task at a time. So motivation grows when you complete small actions. It's not the other way around. And finally, I remind myself that giving up won't even make the pain go away. Hi, hi Shira. Is it Shira Ann? Shiro Ann. Let me hope I've pronounced it well. Hi Shiro Ann. Are you single or taken? I'm single. Do you wanna take me to Johannesburg? Yeah. Hi Shiro. I think I've pronounced your name well, correctly. So I told you I'm gonna respond to 8 questions that I was asked, and today I'm gonna tackle the second question. That is, how do I stop caring about what people think of me? That's a good question. You can call me Anne. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. If I let you, buy me a Lamborghini first. Buy me a Lamborghini first, then I'll let you. Well, so how do I stop caring about what people think about me? I think I don't have a specific answer for this, but I'm gonna respond it in a way that will make us all understand. Mostly we care about what people think because we are human, and that the goal isn't just it's not to stop caring completely. The goal is basically to stop being controlled by what people think about us, people's opinion. And when someone's opinion becomes your prison, you'll actually end up losing yourself. Yeah, you'll end up losing yourself. And mostly I believe in asking yourself questions. Ask yourself if this person really know who truly you are, because I believe you're the person who knows yourself better. And you can also as well ask yourself what will happen if you disappoint these people. I think this is gonna be tackled well in tomorrow's video that I'm going to upload about people pleasing. Hi Romano Timothy, how are you? Where are you watching me from? And hi, Gumati Lekuton. You have a beautiful name. It's kind of unique. How are you? Yeah, so always ask yourself what will happen if you disappoint these people. And I've told you that tomorrow I'll be uploading a new episode about people pleasing. So I think it's gonna explain this point well. And you can at times remind yourself that people judge from their own insecurities. And I think this is good for those people who are battling things to do with self-esteem, and even self-esteem. Mostly it's because people out there projected their insecurities on them, so you need to like always remind yourself that people will always project their insecurities in you. And lastly, always affirm yourself that you're not responsible for other people's expectations. Remember, you don't have to please anyone. You're Ethiopian. Wow, that's cool. I am glad that we are interacting here. This live is from Kenya, you know. So when you start living in your authenticity, the right people will love you more, and the wrong people will fall away. I think this is one thing I'm gonna explain from the last live stream I did. There was someone who just came here with too much negativities, and I felt like assuming her was the best way, and it turned out to be my own assignment to just like deal with that person. Yeah, so your life is your assignment and not anyone else's assignment. You wanna come to Kenya? Okay, you're welcome anytime, any day. It's just 5 hours away from Kenya. I know. From Johannesburg, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, welcome. So the third question I'm gonna tackle is joy. How do I heal from past trauma when the memories keep coming back? I think this is about relapses, right? Yeah, we're talking about relapses. I think this person wants to understand how they can deal with relapses. You know, every traumatic experiences we've faced, they'll keep on coming back in different ways. Some people will experience it in form of nightmares. Some people experience it in form of, you know, in form of thoughts when they're idle. So I want to remind you that healing isn't forgetting, it's learning how to function and how to breathe and also how to live with these memories that keep coming back. And the mind revisits trauma not to punish you, but to help you process what is still needed. Okay, what it still doesn't understand, you know? It still like it needed to understand why did that particular incident happen. And one way you can be able to deal with relapses, at times it's good to talk about it instead of burying it, you know. When you bottle up some issues, you turn out to be the one experiencing nightmares, you know. So talk about it. And another thing, if for those people who don't like disclosing things, who find difficulties with, okay, who find it difficult to trust people around them, you can at times write letters that you don't need to send. That is, you write it to yourself. You can talk about that person who has hurt you. Wow, thank you so much, and I really do appreciate. Your family live in Nairobi. Wow, wow, that's cool. Nairobi is the capital of Kenya. So as I was talking about writing letters that you don't need, you can write it to yourself. That is where affirmation comes in, and you can as well write it to the person who hurt you, or even the younger version of you. You know, as I was talking about healing the inner child, so you can talk to that inner child in you. And your family too lives in Nairobi. Wow, that's cool. I'm in Nairobi as well. Yeah, this live stream is happening from here. So another thing, you can as well set boundaries, and remember that setting boundaries is not like you're trying to chase people away. It's just like you're trying to protect your own peace. Yeah. Wow, I love the insights about healing. Very useful, especially to people like me who are keen on everything. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you liked this whole episode. So another thing is, you can as well forgive yourself first before forgiving others. Remember that healing is not a straight line. Some days you'll feel strong, and other days you'll feel broken. Both days are part of the journey that you have to walk. So, what is the next question that I was asked? How do I build? Okay, I've talked about. Oh, okay. How do I build confidence when I've been criticized most of my life? Wow. I think I tackled a topic on self doubt and even rejection, and I think these two are in line towards confidence. Yeah. So remember that confidence is not built. It's not. Is actually confidence is built. It's not inherited. And people who have been criticized a lot tend to shrink themselves, not because they lack talent, but because they actually fear. I don't know. You know, keep the chat busy. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've actually read your comments. I've read your comments and I've interacted with you all. Okay. So as I told you, like confidence is built, it's not inherited. People who have been criticized a lot tend to shrink themselves, and mostly it's because they were not given the permission to shine at times or sometimes back. So how do you rebuild your confidence? Number one, I think you need to celebrate tiny progresses. Most people focus on end results instead of focusing on the little progresses that we do, the little things we do, you know. Are you Luo? Yes, I am. Another, okay, some people again, you also need to surround yourself with faith-filled people. Those people who actually water you and don't drain you. You need to stop comparing yourselves to others. You know, that is, remember that comparison is a killer of joy. And lastly, develop a skill and master it, you know. Master Mastering something new will actually build your confidence. Yeah. And do you love the session? And most importantly, you need to talk to yourself kindly. That inner voice, that, your inner voice mostly will become your safe space. Nobody else will become your safe space. Yeah. I think I've responded to that question well. If you've not understood anything, you can still as well ask me the questions here on the comment section, the chat box. What other question am I supposed to tackle? What do I feel? What do I do when I feel stuck in life? Anyone who is here, I want us to know, like, what do you do when you feel stuck in life? You can as well just comment down there. Maybe this person is here watching and he or she may get the answers or the responses. Kindly, if you're new here, kindly subscribe to my channel so that you don't feel left out anytime I upload any mental wellness video. Yeah, we are healing. Our work here is to basically heal. We're breaking some cycles. We're just like, I'm here to walk you through the journey of healing. In as much as I'm helping you to walk through the journey, in a way, I'm also healing. So this question, what do I do when I feel stuck in life? I also want someone here to comment it. Turn to Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's basically a good response. Who plays Roblox? I don't understand that. Turn to Jesus. Actually, Jesus is the ultimate healer of everything. Yeah, because without Jesus, I don't know because he actually came to the world he died for us. He came to save us. He brought salvation. So you can as well just go to Christ, just as someone has commented here. So I want to remind you that feeling stuck it doesn't mean like you failed. Do I believe? Of course, I'm a great believer. Yeah, I do believe in Christ. I do believe in God's word. I do believe in everything. Yeah. Hello, Samidos. How are you? Where are you watching me from? As I've said, like, feeling stuck doesn't mean you've failed. It basically means that you've grown beyond your current environment and you're ready for the next chapter. Sometimes God will actually let you feel uncomfortable in some ways, and you don't have to settle in places that are too small for you. Most people tend to settle in places where they feel belittled. So you need to, like, you know, I'm watching from Los Angeles. Wow, thank you so much for joining in. You can as well kindly subscribe to my channel. Do you believe in everything? It depends. What exactly? You just can't believe in everything without understanding the whole concept. Yeah. So what do you do when it comes to you creating change? At times you need to change your environment. At times you can be stuck in one place for the longest. Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. You sad? So no, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. No, I'm not. You also need to change your routines. Some things we do, some things, and we get stuck on just one thing. You can as well change your routines. Your English is perfect. Oh my God, thank you so much for the compliment. I really do appreciate. And then you can as well change your circle. At times it's very important to note some cycles with the people you interact with. It's very important for you to be able to understand the people you interact with. You can as well break some cycles, some circles. It doesn't mean you have to cling to some friendship that don't add any value to you. From Kenya, where I'm currently in Nairobi. Roblox is a game for children. Oh, okay. Rashid Kamuchina TV said hi. Hi, how are you? Where are you watching me from? Yeah, so as I was talking about changing these circles, you can as well always remember to feel to surround yourself with faith-filled people. You need these people who criticize you and at times take critiques as a way to learn.